outside and you can see the steam rising off the river. -7 degrees outside and you can see the steam rising off the river. -7 degrees outside and you can see the steam rising off the river. -7 degrees outside and you can see the steam rising off the river.
Destroy peace and unity. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom to everyone. So okay, so I won't be staying too long playing music. As you all know, things are a little different right now. I just wanted to expose the fact that all those that promoting evil will not be spared from the coming judgment in a few weeks or a few days from now. All right. So I actually came live to show you all proof that I am the one who actually predicted the earthquake that happened in Trinidad last year, the 21st of January 2018. All right. So what I'm going to do is bring up my proof. All right. I have my proof to bring up that I am the one who truly predicted everything and still predicting everything that is happening right now. Yes, predicting everything that is happening right now around the earth. All right. So before we dive into today's teaching, I'd like to say good afternoon to all my true brothers and sisters in Elohim, not the ones who ride in the fence and think they will be saved when the day comes. All right. Special good afternoon to all commanders in the house, to all soldiers in the army of Elohim. Good afternoon to my friend Marcia Brave Boy, and to every other and everybody else who on the live who is not my friend. All right, but welcome anyhow. I know some of you came to Mako to see what Archangel Samuel going to teach about today. All right, but what I'm going to do is make it a little, you know, I won't make it too lengthy or long. Although I love to make it lengthy and long, because I know we don't really have much time here left anymore. So good afternoon, good morning, good night to everyone who's joining this live. And right now I need you to honestly share the live, share this live. All right. Let's all rejoice in fantasy. El Shaddai, here and I, like a child. Let our hearts apply, yeah. In every man stand his friend. All he needs to do is follow the spirit which is legit. That is how we'll all grow. Know him, Elohim. Some men are lovers of themselves. In this time, only a few will live love as something that they know. To be shared with me and you. What a pity, His mercy. Those with a vision, got no destiny. El Shaddai, here and I, like a child. So this is what the psychics and the manipulators on Facebook doing. They're taking advantage of people who don't know the truth about the ancient truth of Elohim and who don't know about the fifth angel of the end time apocalypse. They are taking advantage of people on Facebook, taking advantage of people on social media because they're hiding the fact that they are the receivers, and they're pointing to me as if I am the one who receiving people, but I am the one who teaching people in righteousness. And through me, you will receive into the ark. You will receive invitation into the ark through me. But eternal life cannot be granted through me. Any psychic, any prophet, or nothing like that. None of them could grant you eternal life, especially if they're worshiping idols. They can't grant you one shit because they themselves living in darkness. So yeah, guys, this live is going to be important. I don't want you to leave or go nowhere else. I want to show you that I am the one who actually predicted the earthquake, or predicting all the earthquakes, or predicting everything that's happening around the earth, the war with Venezuela, everything, every single thing that you can think about, everything that going on the earth, whether it is the freezing, whether it is the everything, guys, every single thing I predicted, every single thing I prophesied, but people refuse now to recognize that Archangel Samuel is the one who truly bringing the truth and the one who truly warning before certain things happen.
Now, to note that there is no psychic on the earth that could predict anything. There is no prophet on the earth that could predict anything. All right? They are all stealing from the fifth messenger of the end time apocalypse, which is me, myself, Archangel Samuel. So let's make it very interesting. Make sure and share this live. If you have to do a watch party to invite other people, we need to shut down these manipulators on Facebook. We need to shut them down completely, because they are blowing things out of proportion when there is a remedy for escape for those who truly serve, or those who will truly seek the triune eternal family. There is an escape. All right.
There'll be no mercy for the merciless. I know. Mercy for the merciless. They're taking advantage of the underprivileged. Too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. Advantage of the underprivileged. Too long living in bondage. Taking advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. Everyone is looking out for themselves. But no, they care about no one else. And I know they work their tricks by giving a little, only to deceive you. Then break your poor little heart in two. They're taking
advantage.
Advantage of the underprivileged. Too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation.
Do you want to escape this bondage that is taking place in Trinidad and throughout the earth? Well, there is a remedy to escape, but some of you all just don't want that part. And for real, they care about no one else. But I show you that I care for you by reaching my hand out, stretching my hand longer than it can reach right now, making the sacrifices to bring you the truth, so that you wouldn't be left in the darkness when destruction happens. But there are others who stealing the credit and the glory from the Most High and from Elohim's divine messenger.
Too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. It may be long, but not forever. You'll get nowhere in your foolish endeavor. Remember, your words shall be your evidence. Just watching you from across the veil. Taking advantage of the underprivileged. Too long living in bondage. Taking advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. Advantage.
So guys, me ain't just talking this. I talking facts. I talking truth. After the song, we're going to dive right into the liar. Right into what Devika said, that she is the one who predicted. She never predicted nothing, guys. She never talked about nothing. Before anything started happened worldwide, since 2012, I am on Facebook since 2007. Since 2007, I am on Facebook trying to reach people for the kingdom of Yah. Since 2007, yes, there were many Facebook accounts I had that all shut down because the enemies of humanity don't want them to know the truth of what is really going on and what is the agendas that they have going on, that others pushing these agendas for them because they want to be a favorite. All right.
Too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. Oh Lord.
I keep warning you all, and stop playing games. All you know all it is, stop playing games. You can't be with Elohim and expect to be riding the shoulders of the enemy, so to speak.
Fret not yourself because of evil doers. Yet a little while and there shall be no more. Get your strength from one who's got the power. I know you'll overcome and have that, I'm sure. Taking advantage of the underprivileged. Too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. Advantage of the underprivileged. Too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. Everyone is looking out for themselves. God knows they care about no one else. Work their tricks by giving a little, only to deceive you. Then break your poor little heart in two. They're taking advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage. Taking advantage of the situation. At work you get a promotion. Advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage.
Yeah, that's all I want to know. That is all I want. But here, well, right now, we're not going to play the music too long. But I just wanted to tell you all that Devika is taking advantage. Alright, she's taking advantage. So before we dive into anything further, I just want to bring up what the deceivers and them saying, that they are the ones who predicted, alright, the earthquake that happened in Trinidad, and they're boasting about it. So as though they are the messengers. They are not a messenger. They are nobody in the eyes of the Most High. They are a deceiver, a Jezebel, a whore of Lucifer. Alright? So I don't want to play the music too long. I just want to dive into it one time. I don't want people to think I taking advantage of their time. No, I'm not taking advantage of your time. I want you to open your eyes now to see who is the true messenger of Elohim, because everything that I have prophesied or predicted, even in the lives of people, even in people's lives, things that I've spoken has come to pass. This woman is a true liar, and the Trinidadians keep pushing the agenda for her. And this is a serious last final warning from the Most High. If you don't detach yourself from these psychics, you're going to be destroyed with them. And I so you don't want that. So let me hear exactly what she said, and let's put my prophecy with her words. What about that? Alright? We will put my prophecy against her lying words that she stole from my prophecy earlier on in the year in 2018, and then put it into her own words. Alright? We will see. We're going to see now. This is a very serious life, and I want you to share it.
The breaking apart of the earth itself, sinkholes, potholes as they call it here, and earthquakes. But the earthquakes, the visions I was getting, it wasn't just basic earthquakes or volcanoes lightly erupting. What I saw was like a mountain and shaking and collapsing, an entire mountain collapsing. Well, recently I predicted that this Trinidad earthquake. I was watching television Sunday night on August 20th, and all of a sudden my visions come like this. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. So the screen disappeared, the television screen, and all I saw was a building in Trinidad, and I saw collapse, like, you know, like stones, concrete coming down, and I got scared. I said, oh my God. But I cannot scare the population because I saw it being a huge earthquake. And I said, no, I cannot do that. That's why I wrote on Facebook, and I always write my predictions on Sister Davy Medical Visionary page. And I wrote it was less, 6.5 or less, because I did not want to scare the population. But what I saw was, to me, scary. I've always been getting visions, even while I was living in New York, and I was getting visions of a collapse of society, not in Trinidad and Tobago, but the entire world. I saw where money was going to crash, or the collapse again of governments and countries. I went to my doctor, and he said, nothing is wrong with you. This is natural. And he said I was a yogi, but even though I was born in a Hindu home, I believe in all religions. So I went to, Catholic church. I went to Christian church. I went to the mosque. So he said, you're a yogi. And I said, what's a yogi? And he said, a yogi is someone who's awakening. Look it up. And I started to Google it. And when I realized what was happening, he says, don't be afraid. This is normal. Because he told me. And then when I went to the doctor after that, and I explained to him, he says, do a reading for me. And I said, are you serious? And he says, yes, do a reading. And I started to tell him off the bat. And then he says, come into the room where another patient was sitting. And he says, tell me what this patient is suffering from. And I just looked at the patient, and I told him what was really wrong with the patient. And he said, you were spot on. I see more disasters, so I'm enjoying that people are awakening and they are seeing it for what it is, and prepare. Just prepare accordingly for it. And the worst thing is actually seeing it, and people are not aware. and they are not preparing their children for what is to come. Sinkholes are going to start appearing in Trinidad. We can talk about the whole world. Hawaii and Japan will fall into the sea. New worlds will appear while old ones comes back up, right? People here in Trinidad especially, and I feel that is my purpose, is returning to Trinidad. The earth is going to shift. It is a magnetic shift that is currently happening. When that happens, people are going to say, well, you know, the governments are not fixing the roads and all of that. But the government can only do so much. They can't do more than what they can do. And more disasters will come. What are they going to say? Nobody warned us? So here I am being a prophetess of gloom and doom, but wake up. It's not about the messenger. It is about the message. Because I also will have to leave this planet one day. So I am ready. But I feel like my children are not ready. When I say children, my Trinbagonians are not ready to accept it. And they have to. This is a new world. And they have to be ready for it. I was always getting visions.
All right, guys. All right. Let's go into the exposure part now. All right. Let's just go into the exposure part. This woman does really lie, and lie a lot. I just want the country to see. I just want you to invite other people so that they don't go down this path to be destroyed. Because when Mama is going to deal with she, it's going to be dread. And when Yahuwah is going to deal with her and all her followers, it's going to be really dread. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to read out to the public today of everything that I have spoken, which was the prophecy that I told you all to click on the link and get to it in the description field there. Miss Marcia, brave boy, you promoted this witch who is now against you now. I won't go into deep about certain things. I don't want people to know certain things about, you know what I mean? Alright? So a lot of you who follow in my page right now, you following this witch. Alright? But I'm telling you, when Yahuwah is going to cut your ass off, you're going to be cut off for good. Alright? Archangel Samuel predicted every single thing that's going on around the earth. Alright? So, let's put her words with my words now. Alright? Let's just go into let me see. Let me go into my prophecy from the beginning, and I don't mind reading it. Alright? So I will read from the beginning of the prophecy. I don't mind reading the prophecy from the beginning, people. I don't mind. Prophecy receive, and I will do some coloring too. Prophecy receive from Elohim, the holies of holies, the triune eternal family, given to the divine messenger Archangel T. Richards Shione. Alright, the 4th of 7380, the actual year of since creation, 2018. This prophecy, while reading out just highlighted, this prophecy will answer all your questions in connection to everything that is happening upon the earth in this final hour. Copy and paste as it is. Do not add or take away from these divine words spoken in prophecy. Share this on social media. This is the answers you seek, the sign that you ask for, written in Revelation 12. Amen. Alright. I will skip the Amos chapter 2 and all this kind of thing. Alright, I will just skip that to just continue the reading. Alright. The lion has roared. Who will hear? Who will not fear? Sorry. The Lord Yahushua had spoken. Who can but prophesy? For they know not to do right, says the Lord Amashiach of humanity, who store up violence and robbery in their palaces. They're talking about Devi here and all the other psychics. Hear me and testify in the house of Jacob, says the Lord Yahushua, the God of hosts. In that day that I shall visit the transgression of Israel upon him, I will also visit the altars of Bethel, and the horns of altars shall be cut off and fall to the ground, and I will smite the winter house with the summer house, and the house of ivory shall perish, and the great houses shall have an end, says the Lord of hosts. The hour is drawing nearer. Not many are aware of this event unfolding right before their eyes, while the shadow governments put things in place to distract and comfort humanity in sin. All right, let's move on now. Elohim have been revealing what is to unfold in these end times through my divine messenger, Marvin Torian Richards, Archangel Samuel of mine, that many do not appreciate the sacrifice he went through, to which he brought forth to deliver Elohim's word from the throne room. You think it's just easy to just go and bring words from Elohim, right? You think it's just easy? It's not easier. The people has turned their hearts and ears away from the ancient truth and has turned to believe the lie. They turn to believe the lies from the enemies, from the mouth of the workers of iniquity. The kingdoms of darkness that dwells on earth in the realms unknown to humanity are against the trumpet of truth, Archangel Samuel, Archangel Samuel, the fifth angel of the end time apocalypse. The sealed words that were given to Daniel the prophet of old has been released unto Archangel Samuel only. You hear, only, nobody else. All right, guys. Revelation 1:1-3. And at that time shall Archangel Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the people of my people. For the children of my people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time my people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book of life. And many of them shall sleep in the dust of the earth, and shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. All right, let's go into verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Then Daniel looked, and behold, there stood two, the one on the side of the bank of the river, and the other on the side of the bank of the river. So I just want to stop there. What's the name? Mohan. Now you know what it means by the river, right? Remember the vision that you was asking me earlier on that you had about the river turning blood? All right. It have a lot to do with the bloodshed that is going to unfold when people are left behind. All right. It'll be a river of blood that will be taking place in Trinidad, which will start in Superior side soon. All right. And which was, oh, wow. Okay. All right, so which was clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of river. How long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, which is Yahuwah, that it shall be for a time and times and a half. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, of these things shall be finished. All right, so let's talk about the time and the times. The time and the time is 2.5 years. Right? Shall be for a time. A time is which is 2.5 years. And now we come into the end of the half years. All right, we come into the half of the 2.5 years that was given. So we come into the half of the 2.5 years. All right. All right, let's go to verse 8. And I heard, but I understood not. Then I said, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And verse 11, and from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, well, you know what's the daily sacrifice, and the abomination that maketh desolation set up, there shall be 1,290 days. All right, so we come into the end of the 290 days. 2.5 years. All right, we come into the end of the 2,190 days. All right. Blessed are those that waited and come into the 1,305 and 30 days. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in my lot of the end of days. All right. So this is when Yahuwah says now. When Yahuwah says now, anyone else who are claiming to know this truth. All right. So before we go forward, right? Yes, Chloe. 2 years and 90 days. So what will happen was, remember, it's 2.5 years. So what they did was they actually had some extra days in order to facilitate the polyversal shifting. So we actually coming to the end of the 90 days, so to speak. All right. So Yahuwah says that anyone else who are claiming to know this truth are frauds and impostors of the enemy, the devil himself, which is Devika, Ragu, all the other psychics, pastors and them in the churches, the prophetists and all of them. All right. The enemy, the devil himself, seeking attention to distract the people from the ancient truth that were given to Daniel, as it were, words sealed up. Only the one chosen in this end times can open it, because he is worthy to reveal it. Who is that guy? Who is that guy that is worthy to receive it? Realize Yahuwah said he. All right. Yahuwah said he is worthy to reveal it. What have the pastors sacrificed? What have the people in the churches, the prophetists? What have the evangelists? What have the psychics? What have they sacrificed for the kingdom of Yah? Absolutely nothing at all. Who the hell they think they are to steal the credit from Elohim and steal the glory from the Most High? You see why judgment is coming upon the earth and upon the islands, right? You see why. And they continue to say, which was only given to our Maventorian riches. No one else, guys. You hear? Let's just look it again. Let's just go back up here again. Read it again. Read what he said. Let me start from here. Those are words that were sealed up. Only the one chosen in the end times can open it, because he is worthy to reveal it. And they said here, and they make it very clear who is who is the messenger that they specifically chosen. All right, which was only given to our MTR, to no one else, to teach the earth in righteousness, to unlock the hidden truths that your enemies kept from you, the truth of the foundation of Elohim's eternal covenant of everlasting righteousness, the tree of life and the fruits of judgment, was only given to I to speak, not to Devi or nobody else to speak. You hear? Because they will deceive the world. The covenant of the universal creators Elohim. All right. See what the enemies has done to his different Facebook pages. He is the only one that speaks the undiluted words of your Elohim on earth. The only one that can answer your questions on our pole reversal magnetic shift of the great unfolding judgment. All right. This is where Devi get the magnetic shift. Nobody knows anything about any magnetic shift. Nobody on the earth. No UV seismic, no USGS. They all learned about the magnetic shift through Archangel Samuel. Because if you go back to 2017, 2018, you will never find nothing about a magnetic shift. You will only see things that what other people learn from me in connection with the magnetic shift. As I said before, people, I have been here on Facebook since 2007 trying to reach out to people. Trying to reach out to people. There's nobody else knows anything about magnetic shift. What is a magnetic shift? They know about it, but they just don't want to tell people, hey, you know what, I learned that from Archangel Samuel live. And as I was saying some days ago, there's a guy called Mark Elkin, which I will look for his page in a few seconds. After we deal with this, I'll look for this Mark Elkin guy, and I'll show you this guy stole my prophecy. Stole my prophecy. Put it in a book called The Pole Shift, which he have no idea what this is about. So everybody who read that book is deceived, because that book is full of lies and deception, because he don't want to put words that Archangel Samuel already put there. Because if he put words that I already put there, then people will know that he's stealing the words from me. And they ask him, who is the source? Alright, he said that Jesus is the source, God is the source, the universe is the source. Bullshit. Universe can be a source, because the universe itself have a source, which is Elohim. Elohim is the source of the universe. So all that bullshit people talking about, look to the universe for help and all this kind of bullshit, that's New Ageism. Alright, that's complete rubbish. And this is what this witch Devika teaches, and other psychics and other pastors that would teach bullshit. Alright guys, open your friggin' eyes. Alright. So here it says now, so many, however, still not prepared for my arrival. It's unfolding in this final hour of an eye. It will be a glorious event indeed, and men, women, and children will drop down on their knees and enjoy with love in their hearts for me, their divine Lord and Savior, Yahushua, the King of glory, when that day bursts forth. And here we go again. Alright, my precious beloved children who knows the truth. This is Mama Imaya speaking here. That were taught to them in righteousness by our divine messenger, MPR. We realize there's a different name there. It's the same person as I, Marvin Prophetic, is I. Must tell the others how fortunate they are to be given this wonderful divine gift of life, to be alive in the land of the living. My divine love will strike the earth in a manner where all mankind will drop down in humility and on bending knees, weeping and sorrow for the grievance they have caused to offend my eternal Father, Yahuwah El Elyon, and my everlasting Mother, Maya Wisdom, Ruach HaKadosh. As it is written, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess, I am the Lord, thy faithful gift of salvation. And they go on now to say, yeah, it is through the Most High, Yahuwah El Elyon, that this great gift, that this great act of mercy is now presented to you. Not for long, for very soon they will have to give an account of their foolish action against me. Rejoice, for the Messiah is here. I have returned to give you eternal life, the proof of my existence. All right. Proof of my existence and that of my everlasting Father, Yahuwah El Elyon. Alright, and my everlasting Mother, Wisdom Imaya, will be revealed in all heavenly glory to every man, woman, and child. My presence will be revealed in a way that no one will nor can ignore. For the heavens will open, the stars will collide, so that my return to save you will be felt in every corner of the earth at the same time. There will be, let's go on guys, this is the most important thing. This prophecy was given to Archangel Samuel on the 4th of July 2018. Yes. There will be powerful earthquakes that will trigger off Yellowstone avalanches and abnormal weather conditions in all parts of the earth, which is actually unfolding. There are powerful earthquakes right now that trigger in Yellowstone. Just yesterday, Yellowstone started to erupt again. There were avalanches taking places, yes, snow avalanches, abnormal weather conditions, yes, in all parts of the earth, yes. In South Africa, Nigeria, Africa, Botswana, Russia, China, Italy, Ohio, California, Arizona, America, Sweden, Canada, France, the Caribbean islands, just to mention a few. Very soon, guys, expect the unexpected. and it will take place one after the other, like a domino supernatural effect, as the sea vomits out its dead. What does that mean? The sea vomits out its dead. It specifically means, guys, that the sea will vomit out all the dead fish bodies, all the things that are happening right now in the oceans, where you're seeing dead whales, dead sharks, you're seeing dead dolphins, you're seeing dead fishes. This is what it means. It means that the sea will vomit out its dead. As well, when it speaks about the sea, also speaks about the river. Anything that is running, all right, as it actually specifically means there. All right. And as I say here, and it will take place, let me just get this back there. And it will take place one after the other, like a domino supernatural effect that is going on right now, as the sea vomits out its dead, and as the waves rush to and fro. I will show my mighty hand and power from the heavens as a gift to those who love me, as a special sign. He will show it. He will show his mighty hand. You hear? He will show his mighty hand in power from the heavens as a gift to those who love me, as a special sign of my presence. Yes, and the mountains will shake in fear at my holy presence. What is the mountains will shake in fear? Earthquakes. You understand? Earthquakes. So Devika talking shit. All right. This is all what she stole from me, guys. This is what she stolen from Archangel Samuel. Well, let's go down some more. The prophecy is long, eh? Just remember, I take real. I mean, we take about 2-3 days. We take about 2-3 days to get the full prophecy. You see how much writing, right? You see how much typing I had to do. All right, Joel, and then I find the scriptures to put it together now. You understand? Joel 2:30-32, and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood, fire, and pillars of smoke. That is, the pillars of smoke have a lot to do with the volcanoes, guys. All right, pillars of smokes have a lot to do with the volcano. And when he said here, and I will show wonders in the heavens, wonders with the anomalies or the supernatural things taking place in heaven, when Indonesia is seeing blood moons and different things happening in Indonesia that never happened before, things happening on the earth that never occurred before. Never. You hear? Things that nobody ever prophesied or nobody never saw, nor in a vision, nor in a dream. So there's no way that this lady called Devika, all right, could see the things that Yahuwah showed me, because it was all in the prophecy here, as well as this. Not the only place it is, guys. If I do a research, and I search up 2015, if I do a search up 2015, you might see some of the prophecies that other people were used to like share. You might see it. I'm not sure, but you can't put in Archangel Samuel. You have to put in like Marvin Prophetic. Like if you put in Marvin Prophetic, you might be able to find these prophecies, but I'm not guaranteeing you that you will find it. All right, but and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood, fire, and pillars of smoke, which have a lot to do with the volcanoes. The sun shall be turned into darkness, which is the solar eclipse, and the moon into blood, which is the blood moon. The blood moon is the lunar eclipse. All right, before that great and terrible day of your creators come. That day is coming, and I will and I shall come, and it shall come to pass. Last year on the 21st of August 2018, there was I think there was a solar eclipse. I think there was a solar eclipse last year too as well, but people didn't get to see it. But there was a solar eclipse on the 21st of August 2018. There was a solar eclipse on the 21st of August in 2017. Yes, in 2017 too, there was a solar eclipse in there was a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse in 2016. which was seen in different parts of the earth. But this time Trinidad get to see it because it have to fulfill the prophecy that I have, that the prophecy that I were given from Elohim. It have to come to pass because it come from Elohim through me. All right. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the eternal name of the Lord Yahushua shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion, which is in New Jerusalem, Mount Zion is the New Jerusalem, by the way, not the Jerusalem in Israel on the earth. And in the new Yellowstone, which is the New Jerusalem, shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom Elohim shall call. All right, let's go again. Weather extremes and sudden changes in temperatures from cold to very hot. That is what's going on right now throughout the Caribbean islands. That is exactly what's going on right now. So what's actually going on right now? The weather is extreme. 1 minute it will be hot, next minute it will be extra cold. But what's going on right now in America right now, in certain places, is where they are actually going through an Arctic blast, where they're actually going through where they're actually going to now the polar shift reversal shifting. All right, they're actually going to the polar reversal shifting of events. Look, I have it there. Look, I have it there, guys. And boom, you see CNN and everybody else talking about the friggin' polar reversal shifting. They don't know what is the polar reversal shifting. They don't know what is the polar shifting either. They don't know nothing. That's what I keep telling you all. They are stealing all my prophecies. Everything that I tell you all, they steal it. But I never teach you all anything about frost quakes, because there's nothing absolutely called frost quakes, because whatever is going on right now in Chicago, where they're talking about frost quakes is a new thing of the day. Bullshit. There's no frost quakes. Anything that is happening there right now is because Abba is cooling the crust. I teach you all of that. I teach you all about this since November last year, that when Yahuwah bring the freezing rain, when he bring the freezing coldness, that he will use that also to cool down the crust that is surrounded by lava, that is surrounded by heat. I teach you all about this. So now they're telling you now about frost quakes, like if they know exactly what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, guys. All right, so that right there, weather extreme, sudden changes in temperatures. It happening suddenly from cold to very hot. All right, so beginning in this month, February, yes, 2019, we're still in 7380 year of creation, since creation, by the way. And temperatures in Trinidad, in the Caribbean island, especially in Trinidad, those temperatures will drop down to 18 to 16 degrees, or it could even go down deeper than that, degrees Celsius, by the way. All right. So during the day, as I told you all, there will be a heat wave event before. So I don't want to stay too long. As I was saying before, again, guys, I'll keep talking over and over, and I'll keep explaining to you all what is going to happen, what is going to happen. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually play. I have a other live to play, right? That other live have to do with what's going on in Venezuela as well. And after that teaching, I will just end the live, because I don't want to go too deep, because I'm trying to actually reach people. All right. So we're gonna go to 16, to 16 to 18, or we could go even a little lower. Let me say we could go to at least 12 degrees in Trinidad in this coming month and beyond, because I say already we're going to from 16 to 18, and it could drop even more. So before anything could ever happen, I've been telling you all over and over again. All right, so we Gabby Jones on Devika talking about yogi. All right, now This woman have been deceiving Trinidad for a very, very long time. For a very long time, this woman have been deceiving Trinidad by telling Trinidadians, hey, she predicted this, and she never predicted anything, guys. She stole it from Archangel Samuel page, as well as other people, stealing the prophecies and the predictions. Well, the prophecies, the predictions is within the prophecies, by the way. All right. Prophecies is different from prediction. A prophecy is something that is related from the creator, and a prediction is something that you predict, that you actually speak from your own subconsciousness. That is a prediction in my way. You understand? But a prediction is completely different. So I just want you all to know, this woman is predicting things based on some of the things that she predicting about, talking about magnetic earthquake. She have no idea, guys. She have no idea what is a magnetic earthquake. She don't know. I am the only one that can explain to the public what is a magnetic earthquake, what are different types of earthquakes happening. That's like we're talking about frost quakes and all this kind of bullshit. Well, it's time for you all guys to wake up. Truly wake up. All right. It's time for you all to wake up. So let's continue. All right. And weather extremes and sudden changes in temperatures from cold to very hot will be seen and experienced. People in Trinidad, are you experiencing this now? Are you experiencing extreme and sudden changes in temperatures from cold to very hot, and will be seen and experienced as the earth? You hear what I said? Look at say here. All right. As the earth, just bring that there for you to see. As the earth goes through a pole reversal shifting, or polar reversal shifting of events. Yeah, there, that's it there. That's it right there. That's it right there. Look, you could see it right there. All right. So Trinidad, are you experiencing that? There will be disasters everywhere, and the hearts of mankind will pant in fear as the 23 days of darkness unfolds. Wait, that is not all. That is not all. And the prophecy goes on. After there is a lot of prophecies. All right. This prophecy now is for 2018 and beyond. Right, this prophecy is for 2018 and beyond, because I've already predicted and prophesied everything that's happening around the earth, why other people steal these words and say that they are the ones who predicted things, but they like to lie too fucking much. Understand? They need to stop fucking lying to you all, and they need to tell you all the truth. And Archangel Samuel, the fifth angel of the end time apocalypse, is the true source. Whether extreme sudden changes in temperature from cold to very hot will be seen and experienced as the earth goes through a pole reversal or polar reversal shifting of events. There will be disasters everywhere. And let's go to Joel 2:1. Joel 2:1-2. It speaks about blow the trumpet in Zion and song and alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and gloomness, a day of clouds and of thickness. We have been seeing this, and then they're calling it a phenomenon. You understand? Things that are happening, things that Yahuwah spoke in Joel 2:1-2 happening, but they're talking about is a phenomenon. Phenomenon is a bullshit word. Phenomenon is a word that they created to hide the judgment of the creators happening. Now, the word phenomenon is the same fucking, what do you call it again? The word phenomenon is the same global warming bullshit. You understand that they're talking about? So when they use the word phenomenon, they're talking about the freaking the New World Agenda, that talking about global warming fucking bullshit. All right, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. We've seen that happening all over the earth. As morning spread upon the mountains in Indonesia, we've seen that happen even in Trinidad. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. We come to the end of the years of many generations. All right. Let's go. There's a lot of prophecies here, you know. A lot here. The seasons will no longer be seen in the way in which they were in the past. Let's read that over again. The seasons will no longer be seen in the way in which they were in the past. Yes, let's go. The weather, yes, the weather conditions will be unpredictable, that not the technologies of mankind cannot tell in the days to come. In other words, they mean that they will not be able to predict the weather accurately anymore as they used to, because they had that gift to do that. They had that authority to do that. But no longer, guys, no longer will they have that power nor authority to predict anything accurately at all, unless if they come to the page, unless if they saw this prophecy, unless if they saw other prophecies, unless if they are accustomed watching and listening to Archangel Samuel live. That is the only way they will know anything or what will be happening or what will be coming. For everything is under my control, says Elohim. For when it should be raining, yes, when it should be raining, guys, I will tell the sun to shine. Yes, we see that happening. And when it is snowing, I will tell the winds to blow stronger. We see that happening. When it is dawn, I will tell the moon to shine. We see that happening. Storms will take unprepared nations unexpectedly. We see that happening. It will be a day anytime now that I will snatch my elected chosen ones out of the hands of the wicked and gather them from the four corners of the earth, east, west, north, and south. Supernaturally, yeah, they will be transformed into a beacon of light, which is called the spiritual transformation, which they will be caught up in the New Jerusalem. Let's go on. There's a lot still. Well, not a lot anymore, because after here is Spanish. All right. Floods and thunderstorms will be seen in parts of the world which have never experienced them up to now. I will not hold back anymore. I will pour my wrath down. You realize to say he will pour his wrath down, and he didn't speak anything about frigging global warming, because that is the agenda of the New World Order. In the countries which pass wicked laws against the Most High, Elohim, earthquakes, yeah, look it right here, man. Earthquakes will rotten their lands. Yeah, let's go to that. Earthquake will rattle the lands. We'll go to that just now, by the way, right? Earthquakes will rattle the land. Yeah, earthquakes will rattle the land. Let's say it again. Earthquakes will rattle their lands. All right, earthquakes will rattle their lands. There will be strange signs in the atmosphere, and for those who know me, whom walks in spirit and in truth, they will know why these events are about to take place effectively. All right, guys, this is the full prophecy for 2018, 2019, and beyond. So there's no way that this bitch called Devika put out a 2019 prediction which is based off of my prophecy. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way that she put out a prediction. How much, guys, how much? Let me, just now I'll find it. All right, all the breeze out now. I will find it just now. I'll find it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Woo! That's how I find it and show you all the truth. But before that, let's just go over to this map of Trinidad and Tobago there. I really don't want to stay too long. I don't want to stay too long teaching you all this, but oh my gosh. Oh, wow, look at that. This Trinidad here, by the way, guys, look how much earthquakes happen. Look, wait. Look where it going now. Okay, I'll get it back. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll find it just now. Right, I'll find it back. So you see Palomar up there. You see Trinidad and Tobago. Look how much earthquakes happen Maturin. Look how much earthquakes happen Cuperano. Look how much earthquakes happen in Cuperano. Let's go into Cuperano now. Let's go into Cuperano, guys. Look everything that Archangel Samuel speaks always come to pass. So guys, this is how much earthquakes happen, and this is the reason for the earthquakes, is that this piece of Cuperano will break off in order for the tsunami to happen. I taught you all that the other day. Alright, I taught you all that the other day. And while we talking about this, I did a teaching about this, right? And while we have 26 people on the live, let me see how much we have on. I could go follow 2 hours again. So what we'll do is bring up a different teaching, all right, of what is going on in Maturin. All right, so stay tuned for that. All right, stay tuned for that. Take 2, 1. So make sure and share this live.
The steam rising off the river. Outside, and you can see the steam rising off the river.
So let's face the facts here. How wicked this woman is. Hold on.
The earth itself, sinkholes, potholes as they call it here, and earthquakes. But the earthquake, the visions I was getting, it wasn't just basic earthquakes or volcanoes lightly erupting. What I saw was like a mountain and shaking and collapsing, an entire mountain collapsing. Well, recently I predicted that this Trinidad earthquake. I was watching television Sunday night on August 20th, and all of a sudden my visions come like this. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. So the screen disappeared, the television screen, and all I saw was a building in Trinidad, and I saw collapse, like, you know, like stones, concrete coming down, and I got scared. I said, oh my God. But I cannot scare the population because I saw it being a huge earthquake. And I said, no, I cannot do that. That's why I wrote on Facebook, and I always write my predictions on Sister Davy Medical Visionary page. And I wrote it was less, 6.5 or less, because I did not want to scare the population. But what I saw was, to me, scary. I've always been getting visions, even while I was living in New York, and I was getting visions of a collapse of society, not in Trinidad and Tobago, but the entire world. I saw where money was going to crash, or the collapse again of government. How could
somebody lie like this? How could they lie before the public and say that they predicted this? It is indeed a lie. You could see with your own eyes, Trinidadian. I already spoken that since July. Even before that, a lot of you who used to be, well, who riding with me all the time, you know that I have talked about that since 2017. I have prophecy since 2017, speaking about earthquake, speaking about a major earthquake to hit Trinidad, to begin the pole reversal shifting. All right, how the ass she could friggin' lie to you and steal the glory from Elohim. Woe unto all those who call good evil and evil good. Woe unto them, and woe unto them truly.
Governments and countries. I went to my doctor, and he said, nothing is wrong with you. This is natural. And he said I was a yogi, but even though I was born in a Hindu home, I believe in all religions. So I went to, Catholic church. I went to Christian church. I went to the mosque. So he says, you're a yogi. And I said, what's a yogi? And he says, a yogi is someone who's awakening. Look it up. And I started to Google it. And when I realized what was happening, he says, don't be afraid. This is normal. you know, because he told me. And then when I went to the doctor after that and I explained to him, he says, do a reading for me. And I said, are you serious? And he says, yes, do a reading. And I started to tell him off the bat. And then he says, come into the room where another patient was sitting. And he says, tell me what this patient is suffering from. And I just looked at the patient and I told him what was really wrong with the patient. And he said, you were spot on.
Question to the public. What the fuck is a yogi? Tell me. Help me. Help me. What the fuck is a yogi? Please. I need help. I need help. I need help for people to somebody to tell me in Trinidad who knows about this certain new age rubbish. What the ass is a yogi? I will tell you what is a yogi. A yogi is a imaginable character, a mental psychic. Yogi is a mental psychic who always hold a basket, right? If you was growing up younger, at least you would have know. You would have know what is a yogi from a long time. All right. I'm very upset. I'm very angry that this fucker lied, and the others lying for her and pushing the agenda. They're not listening in order to be saved. That I am the one who actually make the sacrifice. They are not making no sacrifice, and it's all a fucking lie with them. You understand? It's time for people to open their eyes. Yes, and it's discussed sometimes, you know. And it's discussed sometimes. That's like how you just discuss sometime, right?
Have to. This is a new world, and they have to be ready for it. I was always getting visions of the breaking apart of the earth itself, sinkholes, potholes as they call it here, and earthquakes. But the earthquake, the visions I was getting, it wasn't just basic earthquakes or volcanoes lightly erupting. What I saw was like a mountain and shaking and collapsing, an entire mountain collapsing. Well, recently I predicted that this Trinidad earthquake. I was watching television Sunday night on August 20th. And all of a sudden, my visions come like this. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. So the screen disappeared, the television screen, and all I saw was a building in Trinidad. And I saw collapse, like, you know, like stones, concrete coming down, and I got scared. I said, oh my God. But I cannot scare the population because I saw it being a huge earthquake. And I said, no, I cannot do that. That's why I wrote on Facebook, and I always write my predictions on Sister Davy Medical Visionary page. And I wrote it was less, 6.5 or less, because I did not want to scare the population. But what I saw was, to me, scary. I've always been getting visions, even while I was living in New York, and I was getting visions of a collapse of society, not in Trinidad and Tobago, but the entire world. I saw where money was going to crash, or the collapse again of governments and countries. I went to my doctor and he said, nothing is wrong with you. This is natural. And he said I was a yogi, but even though I was born in a Hindu home, I believe in all religions. So I went to, Catholic church, I went to Christian church, I went to the mosque. So he said, you're a yogi. And I said, what's a yogi? And he says, a yogi is someone who's awakening. Look it up. And I started to Google it. And when I realized what was happening, he says, don't be afraid. This is normal. Because he told me. And then when I went to the doctor after that and I explained to him, he says, do a reading for me. And I said, are you serious? And he says, yes, do a reading. And I started to tell him off the bat. And then he says, come into the room where another patient was sitting. And he says, tell me what this patient is suffering from. And I just looked at the patient and I told him what was really wrong with the patient. And he said, you were spot on. I see more disasters, so I'm enjoying that people are awakening and they are seeing it for what it is, and prepare. Just prepare accordingly for it. And the worst thing is actually seeing it, and people are not aware, and they are not preparing their children for what is to come. Sinkholes are going to start appearing in Trinidad. We can talk about the whole world. Hawaii and Japan will fall into the sea. New worlds will appear while old ones comes back up, right? People here in Trinidad especially, and I feel that is my purpose, is returning to Trinidad. The earth is going to shift. It is a magnetic shift that is currently happening. When that happens, people are going to say, well, you know, the governments are not fixing the roads and all of that. But the government can only do so much. They can't do more than what they can do. And more disasters will come. What are they going to say? Nobody warned us? So here I am being a prophetess of gloom and doom, but wake up. It's not about the messenger. It is about the message.
It's about what? What you said just now, you all hear what you say, right? Completely disrespect the messenger of Elohim. And you all just continue with this already. She disrespect me by saying it's not about the messenger. Alright? So it's not about the messenger. They don't care to listen to me, guys. They don't care. But no problem stealing Archangel prophecy. No problem stealing Archangel predictions. There's no problem at all, Trinidadians. There's no problem, Caribbean island people. There's no problem, oh world. No problem. No problem at all. So you all keep following this witch.
I am being a prophetess of gloom and doom, but wake up. It's not about the messenger. It is about the message. Because I also will have to leave this planet one day. So I am ready. But I feel like my children are not ready. When I say children, my Trinbagonians are not ready to accept it. And they have to. This is a new world. And they have to be ready for it. I was always getting visions of the breaking apart of the earth itself. Sinkholes, potholes as they call it here. And earthquakes, but the earthquakes, the visions I was getting, it wasn't just basic earthquakes or volcanoes lightly erupting. What I saw was like a mountain and shaking and collapsing, an entire mountain collapsing.
See, children already, guys.
This Trinidad earthquake, I was watching television Sunday night on
did I hear this is a fucking new world?
My visions come like
wait, stop guys, stop. Trinidadians, listen to me. Did I hear, brothers and sisters, did I hear this is a new world? Is it me, or did you all hear that? Did you all heard us said that this is a new world? No, I heard us said this is a new world. Didn't you? Didn't you hear us say this is a new world? I heard us said this is a new world. Yeah, I saw. I hear she said this is a new world. Really? So wait. This is a new world? That what she's saying, guys? Yes. You hear good, right? You hear what she say? Supporting the new world agenda, right? Supporting the new world agenda. Alright, that's what she's saying. She's saying, guys. Alright, she's saying this. But I just want to put the two prophecies together. New world author. You hear what she say? There's a new world. It's a new world. What the frick I hear in here? Let me just play that from here, guys. Let me just play back from here. This is just to show you that this girl is a puppet for the Illuminati. Look, she said this is a new world. New world author. Sold out. She sold out to the Illuminati already for some years now. This woman in the Illuminati for some years now, years now. Even when she was on the radio programs, they kicked she off the friggin' radio programs. Alright? With she friggin' obia and witchcraft and black magic. They kick she off. You understand? They kick she off. Yeah, they completely kick she off.
To shift. It is a magnetic shift that is currently happening.
How she knows it's a magnetic shift? Because she heard that from Archangel Samuel. I don't know what proof to bring to you all again, but you see, the reason I'm doing this is to make you all know that I am the main source, not them. You understand? That they put themselves in positions that they have no idea of who. Well, I am the one who made the sacrifice to bring you this truth, but I am not the one being recognized. The problem is being recognized and you receiving the ancient truth in love. That is the problem. How the fuck she know about a magnetic shift? How the fuck she could know about that? It's because she heard it from Archangel Samuel. Here you are. Proof that she accustomed listening to my life and trying to memorize. You see that face there? That is a face of somebody who trying to memorize the prophecy from Archangel Samuel.
When that happens, people are going to say, well, you know, the governments are not fixing the roads and all of that. But the government can only do so much. They can't.
Yes, she's supporting the government too as well. She's saying that the government could do so much. The government supposed to fix the fucking roads. The government, we paying tax. We are taxpayers. We supposed to be treated to the highest quality ever, not fucking outsiders, asshole. You understand? So you for the government, you for the enemies of Elohim, you for the enemies of Elohim, you against righteousness, you against fairness of the people. This woman is a traitor, a complete traitor, because the government's supposed to be fixing the roads, because we paying tax for fucking that. That's what we paying tax for. And that's what we paying tax for. We paying tax so that the government will fix the roads. The government will help poor people. That is why we paying tax for, girl. You understand? So you for the government, you are enemy of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You're an enemy. You're an ally with all the enemies on them. You understand? She's a part of the Illuminati agenda, and you all fail to see that. You all will suffer with her when judgment time comes.
Do more than what they can do, and more disasters will come. What are they going to say? Nobody warned us. So here I am being a prophetess of gloom.
Exactly. The government oppressing fucking people. People is being oppressed in Trinidad, oppressed in Philippines, oppressed in St. Lucia, oppressed in Colombia, oppressed in Ethiopia. They are all oppressed. Even the US, they're oppressing people. What the frick wrong with you? That's why she keep going New York, because the United Nations, guys, is in New York. And United Nations is the council of the ungodly. She goes to the United Nations. You understand? She goes to the United Nations.
Doom and doom, but wake up. It's not about the messenger. It is about the message. Because I also will have to leave this planet one day. So I am ready. But I feel like my children are not ready. When I say children, my Trinbagonians are not ready to accept it. And they have to. This is a new world. And they have to be ready for it. I was always getting visions of the breaking apart of the earth itself, sinkholes, potholes as they call it here, and earthquakes. But the earthquake, the visions I was getting, it wasn't just basic earthquakes or volcanoes.
Nope, I wouldn't feel sorry for them on that time.
It was lightly erupting. What I saw was like a mountain and shaking and collapsing. And
what? Mountain shaking and collapsing? Lady, that is just bullshit. Oh, come out straightforward and tell people the truth. And you see that friggin' ban you have over your hand? That is a ban of slavery. I see a lot of Hindu people wearing these bands, and they have no idea what those bands mean. So when you ban yourself to the devil, don't try to ban other people from opening their eyes to the ancient truth. You understand? All these people who wear these bands and wear certain trickles around their hand, it's all enchanted. Before it reaches to the people, it's enchanted. I'm telling all you, this woman is full of shit. And all the other pastors in the many churches, whether it's Pastor Duncan, whether it's this one who does ball, it's the time, it's the day, it's the hour, it's the time of your miracle. Yeah. They all sold out to the Illuminati, by the way. I'll be looking out the windows for you. They all sold out to the Illuminati, and they are waiting for their profit. And their payday is from the poor people who buy the shit of religion. You understand what I'm saying?
Entire mountain collapsing. Well, recently I predicted that this Trinidad earthquake. I was watching television Sunday night on
lies.
the 20th.
What you predicted? Really?
And all of a sudden, my vision.
You never predicted nothing. You're lying, and you have no friggin' visions either.
I'm like this, so it doesn't matter what I'm doing. So the screen disappeared, the television screen, and all I saw was a building in Trinidad, and I saw collapse, like like stones, concrete coming down, and I got scared. I said, "Oh my God!" But I cannot scare the population because I saw it being a huge earthquake. And I said, no, I cannot do that. That's why I wrote on Facebook, and I always write my predictions on Sister Davy Medical Visionary page. And I wrote it was less, 6.5 or less, because I did not want to scare the population. But what I saw was, to me, scary. I've always been getting visions, even while I was living in New York, and I was getting visions of a collapse of society.
This kind of scary population. Anyhow, guys, I will be going into the another teaching. All right, the another teaching, which have a lot to do with let's see what I have there. All right, okay, I'll just switch that. All right, I'll be going into the other teaching, which is going to begin just now, and that have a lot to do with everything I have predicted, every single thing, and I keep saying that over and over because I want to let it get in the freaking brain. All right, but anyhow, I won't go into that. All right, she kind of scared the population, so yeah, you know, she predicted and lied to the public. All right, so I'm going to bring up the other teaching here. All right, and the other teaching have a lot to do with what earthquakes happening down Maturin and everything. All right, so stay tuned. Make sure and share this live. All right.
Outside, and you can see the steam rising off the river.
Exactly, and to talk about your children and your children. I'm not your fucking child, bitch. Never be a child. You understand? When she mean your children, when she mean my children, she mean fellow Trinidadians. She lie. She mean all those that fall in she cult. That's what she mean. All those who fall in Devika cult. That is what she mean when she mean children. You all are children of the devil. All of you who follow her. You are children of the devil. You are minions of Lucifer. Whether you know it or you don't know it, she already sold you out. And as long as you follow in Devi, if Devi see you falling, if she actually see you following she, all right, and you are following her Facebook page or Facebook post, she will put your name up for adoption under Illuminati, and then she will call your name. She will call your name in the secret place. In the secret place of darkness, yeah, where they just keep everything hidden, yeah, you understand? And she will sacrifice all of you. So we don't do it already. So we don't sacrifice all of you already. That's why you can't open your blasted eye, because you're already sacrificed to Lucifer. And it's a matter of time before all your family members just been dropping like flies, and then you will know. Then you will know that she is the one who will keep following in a cult. You understand? When she started calling all your name, all you will know something. You understand? She can't do it. She can't do it on me. She maybe try already, but I saw she try. Sending a blow after Archangel Samuel. I saw she try sending a blow already, but the freaking blow reverse. No blow can hurt me, no witchcraft, no obia, no black magic. I don't fear these things, them things fear me. That's what I'm saying. I saw she already sold out most of her followers already to the Illuminati. I saw. Right? She signed the name already on that list that they have. I tell all you, I warn all you, and I tell all you, be careful. All you want to laugh, continue to laugh. But when that time comes, you will suffer the consequences, because your master, yes, your master of Devika already have all in the bag, so to speak, eh?
cruise outside and see.
For months and months and months, I teaching you the truth. For months and months and months and months. But the enemy has set up enemies to come against me and to come against the kingdom of light, the true light of Elohim. Hence the reason why the battle is so tough. And that's the reason why many of you would make it. Because your life is so fake. You understand? And many of you, many of you listening to this live, you ain't decide yet if you will choose eternal life or if you choose eternal damnation. Because your life is so fake. Your life is so fake. You understand? That you continue to believe in lies of the fallen angels. You continue to live the lie. You understand? You continue to specifically live the worldly lifestyle, so to speak. You support the worldly lifestyle. That's why I keep asking you all. Are you for Elohim or are you against Elohim? If you're against Elohim, you better start to walk. Because I'm telling you, when that time come, which will be in a few days from now, when that time come, right, and you're not in sync with Elohim, and you continue with your ungodly lifestyle, and you continue supporting the worldly lifestyle, right, when that time come, you will not transform. We will go up and you will be left behind, and you will wonder how the heck I could be left behind, and you were so-called following Elohim. That's the reason why you were left behind, because you were so-called following me. You're so-called following me on Facebook, and I know with your counterfeit love, and you say, oh, you love this brother and you love this sister. That's just rubbish. Okay, if you don't love righteousness, all right, nobody is forcing you. Nobody. Elohim, we are absolutely not forcing you to accept righteousness. Righteousness is a decision that you yourself must make. And when you make a decision to live for righteousness, you need to unlearn the lies of this world. You need to stop following the lies of this world. You need to stop promoting the agenda of all the fallen angels and the lives that they want you to live, which is a counterfeit of what Elohim can offer you, which is eternal life. So again, I'm telling you, it's up to you. Stop promoting the agendas of the fallen angels in your lives, because when that time comes, you are going no way. So if you think that you're fooling Archangel Samuel, you're not really fooling me a friggin' tall. I just tell you straightforward. I just talk straightforward. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? All right. Enough of your games. I specifically could tell. I specifically could say exactly right now who the names are walking on alignment in Elohim's will. But I wouldn't say nothing yet. When we join a little closer, when we reach, let me say, when we reach at least the 12 o'clock hour, when we reach the 12 o'clock hour, I will say all the names of those who will be left behind. You understand? You better pray that your name don't be on my lips. You better pray that your name be in the Lamb's book of life, that your name be on my lips, that you will be left behind. It will be a sad story state for all those who reject me and all those who reject Elohim. So you better pray to be counted worthy. Least if you're not worthy, you'll be left behind and you'll be thrown into FEMA camp under circumstances that one cannot survive in this flesh. Trust me. I don't want to go too deep into that because that will lead into other things. I don't want to scare people off the life. I just want to give you an understanding because I speak to you in true love from the heart of Mama, Papa, and Lord Yahushua. I speak from the heart of them on behalf of them. If you're not walking righteously, you're not living holy, you're not living godly, you will never see the New Jerusalem. You will never enter it. So all that, I love Yahuwah, I love Elohim, I love Elohim so much, you see that fake love? You can take that fake love and wipe your ass with it. I know all those who faking their love to Elohim. You understand? So I am a very straightforward person. When that time comes, I will announce all those who will be left behind. So you better pray that your name don't be on my lips. You understand what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't be nice to hear that you'll be left behind. Alright? So I'm telling you right now, out of love, straighten up yourself right now. Come in alignment. Don't take what's saying for granted. Because when that time comes, you will be the one who will be taken for granted. Alright, so let's just switch back to the scene here.
7 degrees outside and the river.
So let me just talk a little bit of what we're seeing on the screen right now. What we're seeing on the screen is a complete alignment to everything that Archangel Samuel speaks. If you look at where the alphabets are, that is exactly where the earthquakes happen. Alright? And some of the earthquakes happen certain places. I ain't see they put it in here. I don't know why they're hiding the fact. I don't know why they're hiding that fact, by the way. But anyhow, let me just go a little deeper into this. Alright, so as you can see, the line in here. This is a line in here, folks. This is indeed a line in here. Now, this line in here, this is how the tsunami will be coming in. So when the tsunami coming in, Cuperano will break off. Once Cuperano break off, remember Cuperano is attached to Trinidad. That means that it will not affect the east of Trinidad, not yet. It will affect the central and the south of Trinidad will split and sink. You hear? Now, excuse me, all this is going to happen when the tsunami is near. Let me just recap what I just said, because I love to recap what I'm saying so that people go, don't take the words that I speak out of context and put it in their own fucking words to distress other people. Alright? So I'm putting the words I'm actually putting the words in meaning to actually teach you something. Alright? So that other people who trying to, mislead other people when trying to fuck up your brain and what I'm teaching you. Alright? So in between I had to bust a little distress call on the enemies so they will know with the freaking timing. Alright? So as of right now, this is how the tsunami will be happening. Alright? That's like what I show you all. That's what will happen. Now guys, as you can see here, let me just zoom in a little bit here. As we can see, this is Diego Martin, Port of Spain, alright? So this is Diego Martin here and Port of Spain. Just look where my mouse is and you will learn. You will learn. Alright? You will learn the truth right here. Alright? So, between, let me see, this piece of island called Porto de Hero will be cut off. As I just show you all too, that whole piece of island will collapse into the sea. Now, Cuperano is indeed connected. Let me just go back. Oh boy, let me just go back. Alright, let me just see if I can just get back there, boy. Cuperano. Alright. So as I was saying already, Cuperano is connected. Alright. You see this drawing what I did here? It's complete shit. And it have a lot to do with copying my drawings too as well. Alright. They need to stop teething people thing. And you know, they need to get their own understanding or their own drawing. Understand? Alright, so we're watching it from a far distance. That is not how the fault lines are running at all. Alright? Trinidad and Tobago with a center. You need to stop teething the drawings. Or whoever Google, tell them stop teething my drawings because I don't know what it means. And one day they will thank me for teaching you. Because nobody knows anything about what's going on. Nobody knows nothing. And I have proved myself over and over and over again. And I am the only one that can teach you the truth. The only one that can teach you the truth about what's going on. One day you will thank Archangel Samuel for what's going on. Alright? So let's look at where the earthquakes happen. Now we take a quick zoom in here. Alright? As the drawing states on the other end. Just look, guys. Let me just pull up a big screen there and then we'll come back to that. Just want to show you all really quick. Alright, really quick. Just visualize the whole map of Trinidad here and the drawing of where the letters are. Alright? Boom. So as you can see here, that is Cuperano. Right here is Cuperano, as you can see. All these earthquakes happen here for a reason. All these earthquakes, if we zoom in some more, I could zoom in, Let me see. I could zoom in, and when you zoom in, those are actual places where the earthquakes happen on land. Those earthquakes are not happening on the sea, it's happening on land. That means all the dots that you see here is where Abba is going to cut it off completely. So it might have, let me see, at least, I will just give an average of at least, let me see, at least 7 earthquakes again, and it could crack. Well, actually, as of right now, Cuperano is already split. Alright? The split already happening already. Alright, right where you see the earthquakes happening, that is where Yahuwah is going to break it off. Break off. The whole of Cuperano will break off, which includes parts of Guaca. So parts of Guaca, not Kasani. Alright, Kasani or Kasane is not going to be interfered with. As you see, after Guaca there, now Guaca Kasite, Kasani, let me just say, Kasani is the place where the split will end. Alright, so it will be coming from all here. So this whole piece of land here have to break off. Let me just go in some more. Alright, so that piece of land here that I've shown you all, that piece of land right there by Cuperano, Guaca, Kasani have to break off. So it will break off in a sort of alignment. Let me just show you all. It will break off in this sort of alignment where it will come so, where it will go so. Alright, it will come down here to Maturin. Maturin is not far. It come down to Kuriputu, and then it will go down to Maturin. This is Maturin. This earthquake happened here. They put this dot in a friggin' wrong place. It's supposed to be Maturin. Alright, exactly what Maturin is, but as I show you all how everything is going on right now. So guys, when Cuperano and What do you call the place again, boy? There's another place I just said. Alright, Renkuperano, which includes Kasane, alright, Kasane Guaka, alright, Kariputu, and Maturin is broke off, alright. All the other places in green will already be destroyed. So that means that if the split or the crack or the break off is going to occur Kuparano, that specifically means that tectonic plate supplies the whole of Trinidad. How they put these stupid veins, that is not how it is really. Alright? They're trying to copy my teachings, but they don't know what they asked to talk about. And I could prove to you, I specifically teach about how the fault lines are for Trinidad and the world and USA, of course. Alright, so as you can see, Grenada up here. About here, let me say about here, about all here will be Kingdom Jenny. If you specifically look on Archangel Samuel lives, you will see where I already taught that already. Kingdom Jenny is about here, Kingdom Jack is about here, Kingdom John is about here specifically. If I could show you exactly where they are, I can't because I don't have that specific software to show you exactly. But as I said, when the tsunami reach Grenada, it will stop. Alright, and then Kingdom Jenny will erupt, the mud volcano. By the way, alright, they don't know this, but I'm telling you, Kingdom Jenny is actually explosive, a lava and mud entwined or mixed together. Again, let me tell you all again. Kingdom Jenny, the volcano Kingdom Jenny, the underwater volcano, is to facilitate for the tsunami as well, is to help the building of the tsunami as well. So Kingdom Jenny is a lava volcano, a lava underground or under ocean or under however you want to say it. Kingdom Jenny is capped off right now. Is Abba Yahuwah who goes to these volcanoes and remove the remember I told you all about the stop cork or the I can't remember the word that I used or what was used then, but it's called a stop cork. Abba would remove the stop cork over the mouth of the underwater volcano, and when he does that, he's going to trigger it from Trinidad, trigger it from Maturin, and trigger it from Capranio. So all the activity that's going on with the earthquakes in the Caribbean islands have a lot to do with Kingdom Jenny, have a lot to do with Yahuwah moving the lava from point A to point B. Now, as I said already, Kingdom Jenny is a mix of lava and mud together, and Kingdom Jack have a lot to do with the what we call the blue gas, methane gas. Alright, and Kingdom Jack is a volcano, is an actual mud volcano where all the mixtures is in one. So the explosion will really happen where Kingdom Jack is, but Kingdom Jenny in Grenada will help fuel or trigger Kingdom Jack, and Kingdom Jack and Kingdom Jenny will help fuel the tectonic bomb, so to speak, the underwater bomb that will generate another mega tsunami that will happen off the coast of St. George's in Grenada. Alright, I don't know how I know all these things, but I have no idea how I know all these things. But I know what Yahuwah telling me right now, that it will generate off the coast of St. George's in Grenada. I have no idea where St. George's is in Grenada, but I know there's a St. George's in Grenada. I don't know where in St. George's, Grenada, where in St. George's, where in Grenada, St. George's that will be. But in St. George's in Grenada, that is exactly where the other mega tsunami will happen. Now, when that tsunami begins to generate off the coast of St. George's in Grenada, the tectonic plates will be pushed forward in order for it to generate, or shocks. Alright. In order for it to generate. So just like what I'm showing you all here, we'll be talking about that today. Wow, it's a lovely thing that I could actually teach you all a whole thing in one flam, bam. Alright, so when we get to Grenada here, alright, whoa! Look St. George's, guys. Oh, wow. So, as I said already, look St. George's right here. This is where the tsunami, another tsunami will be happening right here. Again, look St. George's right here. St. George's, right? Or St. George? St. George's, well, St. George's, right? St. George's, and not too far from St. George's, there's a place called Guave. There's a place called Guave in Grenada, right? Yes, there's a place called Guave. Alright? Learn from Archangel Samuel, teaching you the truth. There's also a place in Grenada called Sottez. Let me see if I can find a place called Sottez. Ah! Whoa! There's a place in Grenada called Sottez as well. Wow! Awesome. Listen to Archangel Samuel, that teaching you the truth. Alright, so let me just zoom out. Wow, there is a place called Sottez in Grenada, as well as St. George's. Awesome, guys. Wow. Alright, so now we know where St. George's is in Grenada, and it's a place called Grenville as well, as you see in Grenville here. And there's a place called Tivoli. Me know where that place is. Alright. So here what's going to happen in Grenada. Now, remember I told you all, Grenada have three volcanoes, underwater volcanoes as well. Grenada have 3 underwater volcanoes, which will actually be the main thing for, I wonder if I could get Indonesia here one time. It would be nice. If I could get Indonesia one time, I'll teach everything about Indonesia one time. If I could get, let me say, like how I get to zoom into Google and see different islands and different places. If I got access, I would teach everything that happened in Indonesia as well, which I already did and people in Indonesia ignored me. Alright? But anyhow, we're not teaching about Indonesia. Allah Makbar Allah. Alright? Wow, so the people in Indonesia are going through a real hard time right now of the saturation process that is unfolding there in certain parts of the islands. Trinidad and Tobago is 99.5% to 100%. It's not fully 100% yet saturation for Trinidad. For the Caribbean island, it remains at 99%. For Trinidad, remains at 99.5%. For California, the saturation is a full 100%. The saturation for New York City is a full 100%. Alright? So all those places that experience this cold frost or this catastrophic weather where it's colder than Antarctica, those are places that have already been saturated. As I told you all, when those places are saturated completely, saturated, those places will experience supernatural shifts, as I told you all that before. Alright, so off St. George's here, alright, off St. George's right here exactly, alright, so I'll give you the time when this will happen. So now I'm going to reveal the timing when the tsunami will happen off St. George's. I didn't do this before, but as we teaching something, I'll be able to teach you something a little deeper. Alright, as for St. George's, that is where the tsunami will stop and build. So, there will be earthquakes to happen St. George's soon in order to facilitate the tectonic plates for the tsunami to happen there. Guys, Grenada is a very deep place. Alright? The water in Grenada, as soon as you step in, let me say, in Grenada, right? St. George's is very deep. St. George's may be about, as soon as you, let me say this is the shoreline here. As soon as you step in here, water done over your head already. It's not like Trinidad. It's not like Trinidad. Trinidad is way deeper. It's deeper ocean there. Alright? So as soon as you step into the water then begin to cover your head already. So that specifically means that Grenada already have a certain depth of water. It's just for Yahuwah to raise the tectonic plate and build it up maybe about, build it up about 7 feet. Build up the tectonic plate of St. George's there for about 7 feet. Also to note that St. George's is indeed on the Maturin and the Cuperano tectonic plates. Alright, so now I'm going to reveal to the world how this tsunami is going to happen since we have this time in here. I hope I'm past my hour, you know. Wow, I done passed my hour already. Alright. So, St. George's, alright, the 10.1 magnitude earthquake will surely happen at 3 a.m. Panama City. So here we're going to do, we're going to zoom out and we're going to go and look now for Panama City. So let's look for Panama City now. We should see Panama City somewhere here. We will look for Panama City. Panama City, where's Panama City? Alright, so just look where Caracou is. Let me see if I can find Caracou. Alright, I think where Caracou is, guys. I will look for Caracou here right now. And we should see Panama City. So I'll tell you exactly where, as you can see, Pisa Pata land and all this kind of thing. Alright, so we will be coming soon up to Panama City, which have to be, I think, a little way, somewhere here we should find Panama City. So see if I could find Panama City here. Point up here now. This is part of the other drawing that I did. Alright? It's part of the other drawing that I did recently, which I will be going in today, but this is nice that I could actually go through these different islands. St. John's is a small place. Corentin, we're going up still. We should be coming to Panama City, but it's not coming up yet, so I'll have to keep pulling up. So I still looking now. Alright, so I think I'll have to do a reboot there. I will have to do a reboot because I reached so far and I'm not finding Panama City. Alright, so I'm not finding Panama City right now, but I just want to tell you all exactly how these earthquakes will unfold. Alright, so doing a reboot there. Let me just go to Grenada there now. Let me go back to Grenada. Alright, we're going back to St. George's in Grenada. Grenada is surrounded by waters, guys. As you can see, they are surrounded by waters. And in a few days, I will be telling you all exactly about Grenada and the true history of Grenada, the true history of Trinidad, and the true history of all the Caribbean islands. Alright? Alright, so if Caracou, not far from Grenada, sis, I am actually not seeing Caracou here. Alright? Caracou is absolutely not visible here. I see Hillsborough. Anyhow, as you all know where Caracou is, right? I'm not seeing Caracou, but it's alright. But anyhow, guys, the earthquake now, or the tsunami, come down the islands. Alright, let me say the tsunami coming down the islands, coming down the islands, coming down the islands, coming down the islands. It's coming down the islands. It comes down to Sotes. It will wipe out Grenada. Alright? Grenada will be wiped out. But when the tsunami reach places like Guave, alright, Guave in Grenada, the tsunami will begin to slow down. So the tsunami now will slow down when it reach Guave. So when it reach Guave, the tsunami will slow down. It will slow down. And when it reach places like Grand Riviere, I think it's Grand Riviere or Grand Roy or Concord, or Bazan, when it reached these places, forget Grenville and these places, when it reached places like Grand Roy, it will begin to go even slower, and when it reaches St. George's, it will stop. It will stop for about, let me say it will stop for about 3 minutes. Then the volcano here, alright, those volcanoes offshore George, I think it's St. George's, I can't remember where the volcanoes are, but those underwater volcanoes, guys, will begin to erupt. And when it erupts now, there will be another tsunami, which will merge with the tsunami behind here. Alright, so the tsunami that will be behind here after it stopped, alright, Grand Mal, after it stopped there, and then it comes slowly to St. George's. Let's look where the mouse is and you will learn more. Look where the mouse is, guys, and you will learn even more. When it stops to St. George's, then kick them Jenny, kick them Jack, and kick them John. I'm not sure the names of the volcano, but I'm speaking from the spiritual preference of Elohim here. Alright, so St. George's is where the another tsunami will begin. Alright, and remember I told you all that the volcano relies at the depth of 300 feet. So the depth of 300 feet is where Kick Them Jenny is located. The core of the volcano is at 300 feet deep. Alright, for Kick Them Jenny is 300 feet deep. Kick Them Jack, I think, is about 400 feet deep, and Kick Them John is about 500 feet deep, because Kick Them John is a combination of all the elements of what is in the two other volcanoes. So there will also, as I said already, there are methane gas, mud volcano, and lava. Alright, so the three volcanoes, underwater volcano in Grenada, will also contribute and help the process of the mega tsunami that will also be generated as well. So when the Kick Them Jenny, Kick Them Jack, and Kick Them John explodes, guys, yes, it will generate a tsunami, and the tsunami, this piece of island called St. George's, will break off. And the water that gathered a little way behind St. George's, it will now merge with Kick Them Jenny, Kick Them Jack, and Kick Them John, water that generated the tsunami. It will merge, and then now it will begin to move again. That's the reason why, guys, for the small earthquakes, alright, is in order to build the tectonic plates in a certain alignment. Alright? Alright, so all these places here will be destroyed. All these places here, St. George's goes right back across, will be destroyed because Indonesia, guys, Indonesia is on this side here. On this side right here will be the Indonesian tectonic plate. Alright? So the tsunami now will spread from left straight across to right, and it will destroy everything coming down the island chain. Alright, so this will be around, let me say, this will be around about 4:30 in the morning. Alright? Because since the tsunami will begin at 3 a.m. Between Panama City and Caracu, 3 a.m., right? Then by 4 o'clock, the tsunami should reach, let me see, the tsunami should already reach Grenada, Sotes coming down, destroying, wiping out places coming down, alright? All those places will be destroyed coming down, alright? And by 4:30 in the morning time, 4:30 in the morning, make sure you take notes of every single thing that I speak over this live, as it will be a reference for future events, which is to unfold within the next 7 days. Alright? So, guys, as I was saying already, about 4:30 in the morning, alright, the other tsunami will generate, and it will merge with the 3 a.m. tsunami from Panama City. Alright? Let me just zoom out there to come down the islands. Alright, so while it's coming down the islands, it will continue to generate, it will continue to build. Alright, so while it coming now, battle it from left to right. So when the tsunami reaches Tobago, because this is Tobago here, it will end up Scarborough. Alright, so all these places here called Castora, Bloody Bay, Charlottesville, Ogle, whatever, Scarborough, in Tobago, Crown Point, those places will be destroyed. Alright, now the water will not stop Scarborough nor Crown Point. The water will be coming because there's no tectonic plate here which will build in order to build a new tsunami, or to cause a merge or anything like that. So at this point we have at least let me see, we have at least 7,000 feet of water. Let me just say 7,000 feet. So at least we have 7,000 feet of water now. Alright, 7,000 feet of water high. Alright, I'm just giving you all a reference. It could be more, it could be less. Alright, as I said already, I don't want to scare you off the life. So when it reached after Scarborough and the tsunami destroys Scarborough, then it will begin to slow down again. The tsunami will slow down here. Right here, where you see this orange dot, that is where the tsunami will slow down. It will come to a sort of halt, but not a fast halt, but it will slow down. The water will begin, the tsunami will begin to slow down, but it will begin also to generate another mini or another major tsunami will begin to generate when it reach here. Alright, when it bounces off the mountain of the northern range, the water will go back and pitch back, or the water will actually, when the water bounces back on the northern range, because this will be, oh my gosh, I'm never showing you all. This will be the northern range right here. Alright. This will be the northern range. This will be the mountains and everything. So right here, the water will bounce back here. Alright, because there's no earthquakes happening here to cause any sort separation between Diego Martin and Marval and Port of Spain. There is a different alignment or different thing that will be happening there. Alright? So we're talking about places like Maracas Bay. Alright? The water will generate and it will stop off these mountains. See these mountains here? They don't want to tell you it's a friggin' mountain. But guys, this is a mountain. All these mountains here that are showing you all here, right. Remember I told you all that the tsunami is from left to right, alright? It's left to right, alright? In a line coming down the road. When the tsunami reaches about here, so, alright? About here, the water will bounce back. Alright, the water will bounce back because there's nothing here there's nothing here that will allow the mountain to fall or the mountain to sink or the mountain to melt. There's no sort of activity going on there as of right now. But there will be a sort of bounce back from here. It will bounce back from here. And then now, the water now will go back onto this tectonic plate. Alright? When the water goes back onto that tectonic plate, then the wave now, it will swing from here. Remember I told you all, when the water lashes Diego Martin side or Maracas side, the mountains will block the water from coming on land. Right? The mountains will block the water from coming on land. So that means that the water now will bounce back and it will hit this tectonic plate where earthquakes happen here. And when it hit this letter here, which will be, I can't remember what letter it is right now, but you will see it in the drawing just now. When it hit this letter here, guys, then the water, the tsunami now, will swing a different way. Understand what I'm saying? When the water swings a different way, that is how the water now will be swinging now to go this way. Alright? So when the water now goes this way, now remember it was going from side to side. Remember I told you all it will come to a halt and then the wave now will hit the mountain on the northern range and then now the water now will split the water in a certain way where the water now would not be in left to right position, but it will be in an up to down position now, going towards Cuperano, right? Alright, so you see all where earthquakes happen here? Right, those are tectonic plates, additional tectonic plates Yahuwah set up in order for the water now to bounce this way, Cuperano way. So all here will be wiped out, alright? And when the water reaches Cuperano, right? When the water reaches out here, see right here? When the water reaches out here, the water will come to a halt. And now there will be the 8.5 magnitude earthquake that will happen off a Cuperano and the Maturin tectonic plate, which is right here, of course, okay? Alright, so when that happens, Cuperano here, the 8.5 magnitude earthquake will happen here. The magnitude earthquake now will help. It will help to break off this entire piece of island here. We'll just bring it on here. So this entire piece of island that you're seeing here, right, by Cuperano and what's the other place? Akasane, alright, those places will be wiped off the map because this piece, Cuperano, is connected to the whole of Trinidad. Cuperano empowers the whole of Trinidad together with Maturin. Maturin is the epicenter of Venezuela as well as the epicenter for the Caribbean, for the entire island of Trinidad and Tobago, and a piece of Grenada, which will be St. George's. You hear what I say? So, St. George's, alright, is part of that tectonic plate alignment, alright? That's the reason why it will stop and it will build again. Now, the Caribbean islands, guys, is... I was looking at the wrong thing. The Caribbean island is on one major or one active tectonic plate. But because of the tectonic plates are in alignment in a specific way in order to create an atmosphere of major quakes. So where we see this orange here, where we see this here, this seeing shagaramas. I know what I'm doing there, but that can't be shagaramas. Alright? Can't be shagaramas. But I'm seeing shagaramas. Can't. Alright. Alright, so that can be shagaramas because shagaramas is quite up here. Alright? But the where you see this orange or yellow circle here, where you see this while actually pointing out to you here, this is where a major earthquake happened recently. I think it was a 5.5. Alright, now earthquakes are the invention of the creators. Yahuwah is the one who is moving the tectonic plates in a specific alignment. Please take notes of everything that I speak over this life. It will be very important that you take notes of what I teach, alright, so that you could learn, that you could know exactly what's going on, and you will no longer be deceived anymore of anything that will be happening around the earth. So who can hear will feel according to what the song says, alright? But as I tell you all there will be another day where I will teach even more depth things.
situation, you cry and call on your name. Let me help you from your wrongs, you still won't refrain. Why are you hard of hearing your words? Cannot go in vain. Okay to the voice of his calling and make sure that you are saved. Who can't hear will feel and see that Jah will. Who can't hear will feel, Jah plays no hide and seek. Who can't hear will feel, you see. Rabbits can't ever as intimidating, victimized objects are scattering fear and dread. But what men proposes, I know Jah is spoken. For his for once we are life and sex. No disrespect, but it's the truth which no man can dispute. Every knee shall bow and tongue confess of King David's rule. Who can't hear will feel and see that Jah is real. Who can't hear will feel, Jah plays no hide and seek. Who can't hear will feel, you see. Dreams of a poor man sleep are of getting riches one day. While the money man falls into heap, thinking wealth can make them say. Bear in mind these times even blind needs no eyes to see. That the gift of child depends on love and liberty. You can't hear will feel and see that Jah is real. You can't hear will feel, Jah plays no hide and seek. You can't hear will feel, you see.
Yeah, so as you can see right about now, we are still live. Right now, we are still live. I don't want to let her run away from the live. I have a lot more to teach you all. I have a lot more to teach, guys. A lot more to teach. Alright, so I want you to just sit tight. Alright, sit tight. Alright, we won't go too long because I teach a lot. I teach a whole lot here right now. As I was saying, I teach a whole lot. I don't want you to run away from the live at all. So as you can see, right now, all those who laughing could laugh, all those who send an angry face. Alright, so as we can see right about now, this is the destruction of the Caribbean islands, the destruction of Trinidad. This is the 8.5 magnitude earthquake. Yes, that will happen off Cuperano tectonic plate and the epicenter of mattering at 5:23 p.m. on a day unknown, on an evening, on a beautiful evening when everybody's enjoying themselves. That is when it will occur. That is when.
It's -7 degrees outside.
That is when it will occur, Trinidadians. It will occur on those timing. As you can see in the drawing right now, let's just take a look at the drawing. Alright? Let's just look at the drawing. I can able to bring it up 2 places at the same time. Awesome. Trinidadians, just look at where the drawings are. The drawings are accurate. Look where the drawings. F is actually Cuperano. G is Maturin. E is Polomar or Polomar. Can't really pronounce the name that right. But just look at where the drawings are, people. Look where the drawings are. You know, make a judgment for yourself. Archangel Samuel is right of everything that he's telling you. I don't need to make up stories like UE Seismic to tell you all lies. Alright? Polomar will be somewhere out here, guys. I need to find Polomar here. Alright, so one more thing. Let me just teach you all one last thing before we move forward here. One of the things that you need to know is that the other part of Venezuela will also be untouched. But when the tsunami is generated, guys, is generated, let's go down, right? When the tsunami is generated here of the eastern tectonic plate, which is Saguana's Saguanas or Sigaguanas of Trinidad. Yes, Sigaguanas. When the tsunami is generated in Saguanas, it will flatten Trinidad. That is why I was telling you all the 10.1 magnitude earthquake some months ago, that it will flatten the Caribbean islands, because I know what I'm talking about. And now I just explained to you all what I mean, or what Yah means by the Caribbean islands being destroyed or flattened by a 10.1 magnitude earthquake. So that means that the earthquake for California, the settings of the earthquakes in California will be completely different, because it's not only a tsunami going to happen in California, we're talking about a crust displacement, which I may have to do a drawing in the future. So in the future soon, how I have this opportunity here to bring up and show you different maps and all this kind of thing, which is beautifully nice. I will be able to show you I'll be able to just go through everything, all the places, and just pinpoint exactly where the tsunamis will be happening, so to give you an idea of what's going to happen. All right. So already explained, the green one have to be the H. All right. So the green one that happened here. Sorry. This green here. You see this green here? This is where H is on the alphabetical prophetic, or the alphabetical divine drawing of Elohim's plan for the mega tsunami, or the mega tsunami, so to speak. All right. All right. Make sure you take notes of everything that I said. There was an earthquake that happened here. The last earthquake that happened, guys, it happened right here. Right where you see the mouses, right there is where earthquake happened. Remember, I told you all how everything needs to happen. All right. And on that same day, the 31st of January, there was an earthquake that happened Kachaka Island. Kachaka Island. Right. So Kachaka, what? Sakare. Oh yeah, Sakare Island. This is down the islands, guys. This is Sagaramas. This is Carenage. This is Glencoe. This is Cocorite. This is Maraval. Maraval is not far from Port of Spain. We have Santa Cruz right here. We have Cantaro with the us that is in Trinidad. We have places, Maracas is certainly not far from the equation. Alright, so as you can see, as I when I zoom in there, you could see for yourself that all those places are very, very close when you zoom out. When you zoom in, it might be a little distance for you, because that is how they make the map. Alright, that is how they make the map. That is not how it is. But when you zoom out, you realize that all those places like Blashy Shares is close to close to Port of Spain per se, as close. Rima is not far from Port of Spain. Sandy Grande is not far from Port of Spain. Alright, Sandy Grande is certainly not far from Port of Spain. Places like Brazil. Alright, so let me just say all the places now that will be split. As we had an opportunity here to bring it up. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Right. So when we zooming in here, we will see places like Point 14, Icacos. As I told you all, Los Galos, or Los Soros, or Los Galos, wherever they call it. This place called Los Galos will be cut off together with Point 14 and Labre. As you can see, Labre up here. Alright, Labre is up here. Alright, Labre, Aripiro, Uruput, Faizabad. Alright, so let me just zoom in. Let me zoom out here. We see Point 14. From Point 14, Captiville, Los Oros, Cedros, Icacos, cut off. It will sink. There is no tectonic plate holding up Icacos and those places that I keep telling you all over and over. There is no place holding up Caracas. There's no tectonic plate holding up those places. Those places are holding up by the epicenter, which is Maturin. You see where Maturin is, family? Look where Maturin is, family. Maturin right here. All right. Maturin is connected to Maturin is the epicenter of Cuperano. Cuperano is the epicenter of the whole island of Trinidad and Tobago. So when the break-off happens, Cuperano, it will bring destruction to Trinidad. The whole of Trinidad, Caribbean, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago will be brought under immediate judgment immediately. Now, there are other people who will never, other people who don't know anything about this, and they will never tell you about this because they have no idea what it is going on there on Maturin. Oh yeah, I can see sweet Paloma here. You see Paloma right here? Right, goody good. Alright, so all these places here will be destroyed. But you see how close Maturin is, right? When you zoom out, you will notice that Maturin is right there. Maturin is close. But when we zoom in, you realize that Maturin is a little distant from Cuperano. But Cuperano is very close to Maturin as they are on the same tectonic plate. Again, Maturin is the epicenter of Venezuela. The whole island of Venezuela, the epicenter is Maturin. Alright? The main tectonic plate for Venezuela is Cuperano. The main tectonic plate for Trinidad, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, is Cuperano as well, because as they are on the interlock tectonic plate which connects with each other. Alright? So those tectonic plates are connected with each other, guys. Hence the reason why when earthquakes happen in Venezuela, or when the earthquake happened off Maturin, Venezuela felt it and was rocked. Let's go Venezuela. Right, now we in Venezuela. Maturin is Venezuela, guys, by the way. Alright. Alright, so you see different places. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. But you see all these different places, right? All these different places. I think El Salvador. You see Colombia. Colombia is not far from Venezuela. Look where Colombia, look where Venezuela is. Right off Ecuador here. All here is where earthquakes happening right now in order to facilitate the tsunamis happening here to merge with the tsunami that will be happening at 3 a.m. 4:30 a.m. Alright, so by, let me say by 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, by 7 o'clock, the tsunami, our next tsunami will begin Ecuador. Our next tsunami will begin Ecuador exactly at at 7 a.m. right? At 7 a.m. Port Viejo. All right, Porto Viejo. That is where our next tsunami will be happening there. That tsunami will begin at 7 a.m. sharp on that particular day. Alright, so I'm just showing you exactly places I am aware of. The tsunami from Ecuador will generate into maybe a 4,000, not 4,000 feet. The tsunami in Ecuador will be at least 700 feet building up. Alright, but when it meets the tsunami from Trinidad, I want you all to know how this thing going to happen. Alright, let me just zoom out there. Alright, so this is where all the earthquakes happen here. This is Trinidad here. Alright, and you have Cuba up here, you have Mexico, you have United States. United States is not far from Trinidad and Tobago. Just look at that. Alright, so my teaching here is very ancient, and it is the teaching from the beginning of time. Alright, you have Colombia is not far from Venezuela. If you zoom in, you will see Venezuela and Ghana, and not Ghana in in Nigeria, We ain't going there. We're talking about Ecuador, and we're talking about Brazil, we're talking about Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina. Argentina had some saturation recently, guys. Saturation, and as well as earthquakes happening Argentina, earthquakes happening Paraguay. All the major places that have earthquakes, that will have earthquakes in the future, will be Cuba, will be Mexico. As I said, today in Mexico there was an earthquake that was felt in Guatemala as well. Guatemala is not far from there, right? Alright, so all those places here where you're seeing here, which I can't really do a full drawing here. Alright, so we're on the right path. You have Phoenix, you have where they ask. So you're telling me America is not far from Trinidad, guys? Look. America is certainly not far from Trinidad and Tobago. Look, Trinidad here, Colombia here, Venezuela here. Alright? You have United States not far at all. Look where Venezuela is. Look where United States is. Am I making sense to when I tell you that what's happening on unfolding in Venezuela is a complete plot against the righteous ones, which is us, of course. Okay, guys? Thus, look where United States is. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Capranio is. Look, guys, look. It's right there. America is not far from Trinidad. They lied to us. They lied. They lied and they told us America is far away and it takes months or years or days or whatever hours to reach. America is all lies, all a business. If you look from the heavens, let me be looking from Yahuwah perspective. Let me look from Yahuwah's perspective. Yahuwah is a giant. They lied and told us that United States is further than Trinidad. It is indeed a lie. Let's go. Let's see where Piarco Airport is in Trinidad. Let's zoom into Trinidad, guys, and let me show you exactly where Piarco Airport is. Alright? Let's go. Piarco Airport. Let me just zoom in. Let me see if I can see Piarco Airport. Where's Piarco Airport here, boy? Let me see. Those places, Brasso Sec, Tagariga, Sandy Grande, alright, Freeport, Couva. Piarco Airport supposed to be somewhere around here. Alright, it's I think Piarco Airport supposed to be somewhere in a remind. Yeah, I could actually zoom in, yes. I could zoom in and you could see the streets too as well. Which is awesome. It's just cool. It's nice. Nice that you can actually see. But guys, Piarco Airport is not far. You see Arima Velodrome? Alright. Now looking from Yahuwah perspective, you see all these places here. And I can even zoom into Point Fortin, where you can actually see Captiville. Let me just zoom into Point Fortin, Labre, Cochrane Village, Point Fortin. Let me zoom into Point Fortin. When we zoom into Point Fortin, we're supposed to find Captiville. We're supposed to find places like Monroe Street, Warden Road, which is in Point Fortin, Warden Road, Reed Road. I don't know where these places are. Let's see if I could zoom in. Alright, I can't find Monroe Road, but I ain't seeing Captiville. Alright, but Warden Road is this road going up here. Alright, so therefore Captiville had to be a little, let me say, a little more down. Maybe the map in maybe it isn't really updated yet, but as you can see Tom Trace here, that is a trace, and you see Elton Trace. Those places, guys, will be destroyed. As I told you all, Captiville will be wiped off. Look, I had to zoom straight in to see Captiville, because those are small places. Those are places that should be on the map, but I'm not seeing Captiville. Oh yeah, Captiville Public Cemetery. As you can see, guys, I'm not lying to you, telling you all the truth. Captiville Cemetery, Captiville Road. I was right about that. Alright. Captiville Main Road, Captiville Road, Captiville, Tom Trace, Cadogan Street, Jeffers Drive, all those other places in Captiville, Point 14, those places will be cut off. So we're talking about Point 14 will be cut off completely. Point 14, Faizabad, Palace Seco, Saparia, cut off. Alright, will be cut off. As I told you all, that's how the split's going to happen. That is how it's going to cut off. Alright? Alright, so I'm talking enough for today. Next teaching we will talk about some other things. Alright, next teaching we will talk about some other things. As you can see, Jamaica, Cuba, Bahamas, Miami, Tampa Bay, that is in Florida. Orlando is not far. I'm telling you guys, they lie to us. Everything they lie to us. Atlanta is not far. St. Louis, everything is right there. United States is just right there. It's not far away, as they say, guys. It's not far away, right? The earth is flat, by the way. All right, the earth is flat. But when you zoom in, you see certain things. You see United States. You see United States of Canada. All right, everything is right there. Trinidad is not far away from America at all. Actually, Trinidad is on the same, America is on the same route with, let me see. You see, everybody is right there. The map is a lie. Understand? This is the flat earth map, by the way. This is the flat earth. So look at it this way. We're not looking at a spinning ball. We're looking at a flat earth. So we're looking at the earth at a flat point of view. All right, the earth is flat, by the way. See, Greenland is right there. Iceland is right there. You understand? It's not a wrong a friggin' ball. They lied. They give you that image in your head to brainwash you. Look where Iceland is. This is where I have earthquakes right now happening in Iceland, because that is where a volcano is going to erupt in order to create a tsunami. There's a lot of things, guys. A lot of things that I could tell you. United Kingdom is not far from United States at all. It might take a couple hours, because remember you're flying by air, so it might take a couple hours to reach there. All right, but if you're flying with your wings, and he's an angel, and you're flying with your wings, United Kingdom, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Turkey, Italy, they're not far. They're right here. Look where Italy is. Not far from United Kingdom. Bulgaria is not even far from Trinidad. If we zoom this out, look, guys, if we zoom this out directly, look where my mouse is. If you look specifically where my mouse is, you will see Bulgaria is right here, opposite direction with Trinidad. Bulgaria and those other places is opposite Turkey, Iran, opposite to Sandy Grande side, opposite to Toko side. All right, it's all opposite, guys. They lied to us. They lied. Every friggin' thing they're lying for. Everything they're lying for. You understand? Look, Sudan is opposite to Trinidad. That's what I told you all. All the islands was merged together. We were all one big happy family once upon a time. So once upon a time, guys, we was a happy family. You know, we were one happy family with one glass dome over us, and the covering us from the evil influence of the fallen angels, which was outside. So right where you see these dots here, that is where Trinidad is. Peru is far. Brazil is far. As you can see, Trinidad is a little way off these tectonic plates, as it is on its own separate plate, a little way off the Colombia and Venezuela tectonic plates. As I already teach you all that already. Alright, these information are very deep, and I actually want you all to take notes of every single thing that Brother Shai teach you, because it's all for free. You don't need to go into a university to know that the earth is friggin' flat. You understand? I already teach you all that the islands are not far a friggin' tall. Not far. Spain is opposite Colombia. Spain is opposite Colombia. Colombia is not far from Trinidad. The islands are all close together, guys. They are all close together. All right. So Bulgaria and those other places is not far from Trinidad at all. Bulgaria is right here where Italy is. Close to Italy will be Bulgaria. Bulgaria is on the eastern side of the Caribbean islands. So on the eastern side of the Caribbean islands will be Bulgaria. Bulgaria, Moscow, Moscow. So when you think that Putin going and make a whole, let me say, well, that what they're saying, Putin going to make a whole rungs around the ball and then come Venezuela, you lie. Putin going and pass right off the coast of Toco, and he's going to go Venezuela. As I was saying, this is the plan, this is the plot of the enemies that is against us, guys. And you must take Archangel Samuel, what I'm telling you all. Putin going and pass right here, and they're going and set up the base right Georgetown. And when they set up the base right Georgetown, the plot is against Trinidad. The plot is against the Caribbean islands. Okay, I understand. I may be putting some of you all to sleep because I noticed some people leave the live. Maybe, I don't know, so, but some people leave the live, and I think I teach you all enough today. I think I teach you all enough, and specifically I think it's time to like just. And I'm sorry if you all falling asleep there. All right, but it's a blessing. It's a real blessing teaching you all here. Remember that everything that you get from Elohim is a blessing, is indeed a blessing from Elohim. All right, so please ask Yahuwah right now to sweep over your soul. Let this song marinate into your spirit right now.
Sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Those are rolling like get old. That sleep over my soul. Lady back, sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Every moment I will sing a song of praise to him. He'll the King of Kings. Every day I will rise. Every morning I will sing. Every evening I will lift my voice in praise. I got oh Lord, sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Though the billows roll and tempest blow. Sleep over my soul. I hear a voice is calling from somewhere out there. A voice is singing somewhere in my ear. And I know that I must rise and fill my heart and pray and sing for Jah Almighty. I say sleep over my soul. Oh, sleep over my soul. The road may rough and tough and go and get so hard. Just sleep over my soul. Get to me, oh, get to me, oh, yeah, one is the only one of creation. And I should sing songs of redemption, songs of praise and win. Again in my position in creation is the Son of the Almighty God. The only in His glory, manifesting through all and I forever.
So we were all told lies. Look how close these islands are to us. They lied. Telling you halfway around the world. That is bullshit. They lied to us. This is the truth here, guys. We live on a flat earth. Alright? We live on a flat earth, not a spinning ball. We were all told lies. Look how close Angola is to Trinidad. I told you all, we were all one island before. If you take this piece of island here and you join it to the Venezuela piece of island, you will see for yourself. We were all one before. Years ago. We were all one people in Yah. We were all Israel. You understand? We were all Israel. We were always Israel in the first place. We were always Israel. We were always the 12 tribes of Israel. Alright, we were all one before. So all the cock and bull bullshit that the Hebrews movement and the New Agers, the Skywatchers, the atheists, the pastors, the historians, the people who think they know anything about our true history, these people are brainwashed and brainwashing you, the people of this earth.
Sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Those are rolling like that sleep over my soul. Think back, sleep over my soul. Sleep over my soul. Every day, every morning, I will sing a song of praise to Him. Hail the King of Kings. Every day, I will rise. Every morning, I will sing. Every evening, I will lift my voice in praise. I got, oh Lord, sleep over my soul.
Alright, so this is the truth that I tell you all, the ancient truth of Elohim, the truth, the true foundation of righteousness of Yahuwah, Imaya, and Lord Yahushua. I'd like to say thank you for everyone who listened to this live today, everyone that joined this live today. I'm not going to stay too long. I've taught you all a whole lot for free. You don't have to go into a university to learn about this, because you know they will taint it down, they will wash it down with salt, and they will sugar-coat it down to the very last grain of sugar. They will do it just to hide their agendas. Alright, so I'm not going to stay too long on this live, but I just want to show you all that there's a reason why the tsunami must happen how it must happen, because the Caribbean islands tectonic plate is separate from the United States. They are separated because if you look specifically, you will see United States on their own plate. United States of America is on their own tectonic plates. Alright? And United States is certainly not far. And if I go to zoom in to United States here, let me just zoom in. You could see Dallas, Atlanta, St. Louis, Denver, alright? Phoenix, Los Angeles, San Diego, Fresno, not far, these places out here. So recently there was an earthquake happened San Diego, and there was an earthquake happened Los Angeles. There are earthquakes happening in Phoenix. There are earthquakes happening in Arizona. Arizona is where Sister Kati lives. I think where Sister Kati is right now. Sister Kati, shalom. Sister Kati is in Arizona. All right. Most of you brothers and sisters are looking for California here. Let me see if I could find Cali. And Cali is in see what I could find California. Okay, so I already show you already. This is Guadalupe, not Guadalupe, where we have in the Caribbean islands. So you might find that some of the places have similar names to what we have in the Caribbean islands. That is because of the enemies. Bijan, California, you know what that is. Bijan, California is certainly a part of America as well. Alright, Bijan, California is where it had an earthquake recently. The earthquake was felt exactly San Quentin. So San Quentin, anytime you hear the name like San Juan and San Quentin and San this and San that, those are half of elite's name or half of the fallen angels name or the names that they specifically made up. Alright, so guys, this is the truth. You see San Diego, you see Oceanside, you see Los Angeles. How far is Los Angeles here? We're supposed to see California. California is supposed to manifest here for us, guys. Los Angeles. Wow. They look like alright, so anyhow, I'm seeing California here on the map. It may be a little different place, maybe a little different. Beverly Hills is one of the places in America. Malibu. Alright, I think we're supposed to be close now to Hawaii. Hawaii is certainly not far from America here. Hawaii had to be, and somewhere here will be Yellowstone. Yellowstone should be somewhere here. Alright, alright, San Francisco. San Francisco. Alright. Look, guys, it's not far at all. Alright, there was an earthquake that happened, Greater Falloons, San Francisco. It's just a proof to you that these people full of shit that teaching people history and all kind of thing. They're all teaching them lies. The islands are not far at all. San Francisco. Alright, San Jose. There was an earthquake that happened in San Francisco. Soon the epicenter was felt in Santa Rosa. Sacramento. Alright, Sacramento, Davis, Roseville, Yuba City, Willows, Chica. Although we might end up in New York just now. Alright, so I just wanted to show you all, give you all an idea of what's really going on so that you all could see for yourself. Look, Canada here. You all could see that the people who believe in the lies of these fuckers, alright? United States, I think New York is somewhere. New York had to be somewhere up here. I may be wrong. I will be right. Right, I am right. New York, right here, guys. There's New York, Boston, Ottawa, Toronto. Those are places freezing. Chicago, freezing. And you see the blue that you see in here? Those are lakes. Alright, those are lakes. And you see St. Louis, Chicago, Minneapolis. Alright, so I was right. That's how it is, guys. Cali is not far either. California, certainly not far. So that's what I tell you all. Mexico, alright, Mexico is a kind of halfway on the tectonic plate, because look where Mexico is. Baja, California, let's see, Phoenix, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Jose, California. Bam. Look, Fresno here. There's always praise to go back, eh? California here, and look, Fresno right here. As you can see, this, let me just zoom out there. That's one place. This will be Fresno. Alright. Fresno in California right here. Alright, Fresno City Hall everything is right there. There was an earthquake that happened. There was an earthquake that was felt happen. Let me tell you where the earthquake happened. I had to zoom out for you all to see that, right? The earthquake happened right here, called National Main Sanctuary. The epicenter is San Francisco, is not far from Fresno. All right. All right, guys. I think that is enough teaching for today. I think that is enough teaching for today. So sit tight. All right. I think that is enough.
I wanna share something with you, oh God, I wanna share something with you. Music is the rod and we are Moses, yeah. Leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yeah. Preaching and comforting at the Father's command. We have the power to turn things around. It's for us to stand up when we fall to the ground. I say this with a smile, pause for a while. Listen, my son, the prophets have come. Music is the rod and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, preaching and comforting by the Father's command. No use in trying to compromise the truth. Our eyes are open, we're taking our youth to the land of our father, Mama Africa. Prepare yourselves, tell it to your neighbor. Music is the rod and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, preaching and comforting by the Father's command. Striking the rock, making true love flow. Oh, that flowing love is what we need to go. With this, things can only be better.
So now you all will believe what Archangel Samuel is saying, right? Because I am right about what I'm saying. Look where Panama City is, guys. Look where Panama City is. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Panama is. Let me just slide the thing a little bit so. Alright. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Panama City is. Look where Trinidad is. Look where Panama City is. But the tsunami now will be happening from Panama City, go up to Carriacou. Alright, Carriacou, remember Carriacou is the little island here. So places like Haiti and all those other places, other things will be happening there. Alright. So I've already told you all exactly what will happen. Costa Rica is after Panama, Nicaragua, you have El Salvador, Guatemala. Remember, an earthquake happened today in Mexico. Where is Mexico, guys? Look where Mexico is. Mexico is on United States tectonic plate, sort of on the Caribbean tectonic plate. So you see all these places here: Cuba, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina. Those places are a part. Antarctica down here. All right, this is Antarctica down here. All right, these are the ice shelves and stuff like that. All right. So that's why I tell you all. All right, they like to lie too friggin' much. This is the end of the world here, right here. This is the end of the world. This actually, when I mean the end of the world, I mean the end of coming to the end of everything on the earth. I mean, this will be the end of this part of the world. All right, this will be the friggin' western side. This is the western side of the world, and this is the end of the western part of the world, which contribute to the southwest, El Salvador, El Salvador, Mexico, All those other places is on the sort of northern eastern tectonic plate sort of thing to say. All right, but I can't find Indonesia, boy. Indonesia, I can't find Philippines. Me don't know where it is, but right, okay. So look at that. Look at this. Look at what they're showing us here. They're showing us that Egypt and Ethiopia, all those places is way before Philippines. Unbelievable, unfriggin' believable, right? That is the reason why I told you all that different places there will be tsunami, and there will also be tsunami, and there will also be fireballs happening in those places. All right, so it's Baha, not Baja then. All right, okay, cool. Thanks, Sister Chloe. You have Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. All those places, guys, is a part of the Caribbean islands. Cameroon, Angola, Kenya, Cartagena, Zambia, South Africa, Madagascar. You have Mali, Niger. You have Sudan, Libya, Egypt. You have Libya, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Morocco. What the fuck name these places so? You have Spain, you have Italy, you have Senegal. All those places here is part of the Caribbean islands, guys. You understand what I'm saying? All those places here, all right, is part of the Caribbean islands, which includes exempt the places called Italy, Belarus, Ukraine, Turkey, Iraq, Iran, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, China, Nepal, India, all right. Sri Lanka is a part of the Caribbean islands. Malaysia, Thailand. China is not a part of the Caribbean, and Japan is not. Philippines is a part. Malaysia, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, Australia is a part of the Caribbean islands. New Zealand. That's why I told you all with the drawing that New Zealand is here, Australia is here, Papua New Guinea is connected to Australia, and Indonesia is certainly not far from Indonesia. All right, so another day, another time, I'll be able to go into Indonesia now and able to teach you all some deeper things, because there are plenty places in Indonesia. Indonesia have a lot of places, guys, a lot of break off piece of islands and a little piece of here, there, and everywhere. All right, another day and another time, I'll be able to teach you all something new. All right. So all here the tsunami will be happening, all Philippines, Cebu City. All right, I told you all what they told us is complete bullshit and lies. San Miguel, all those places. Cebu City is a place in Philippines, all right, which we'll be talking about in the next day and the next time. So I'd like to say thank you for everyone who joined today's live. It was truly a blessing. It was truly a blessing for everyone who joined today's live. I talk real plenty. I talk a lot. I hope that you all took notes of everything that I said. It will be a blessing that you do.
Shalom. If Yahuwah is for you, and Imaya is for you, and Yahushua is for you, there is no one that can defeat you. Imaya is for me, Yahushua is for me. Tell me who can defeat me. Yahuwah is for me, Imaya is for me. Yahushua is my shield and my sword. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that rises in judgment, I do condemn. This is my heritage, as one whose in we are. I overcome by the blood of the Lamb. Yahuwah is for me, Imaya is for me.
So the reason why the elites is interested in New Zealand, because New Zealand is a part of the Caribbean islands, as I keep telling you all over and over. They're not telling us the full truth of the Russia Islands that involves the Caribbean islands, but you know, Archangel Samuel will indeed tell you the truth.
Yahushua is for me. Tell me who can defeat me. Yahuwah is for me. Imaya is for me. Yahushua is my shield and my song. Yahuwah is for you. Yahuwah is for you. Yahushua is for you. Tell me who can defeat you. Yahuwah is for you. Imaya is for you. Yahushua is your shield and your song. Hello, the weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that flies in judgment you shall condemn. This is your heritage as one who's in the ark. You overcome by the blood of the Lamb. Yahuwah is for us. Yahushua is for us. Tell me who can defeat us. Yahuwah is for us. Imaya is for us. Yahushua is our shield and our sword. 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 Hallelujah.
Alright, so here's an easy way to know which island is the Caribbean island. Every island that have natural resources, listen to me very carefully. The islands that do have natural resources like oil, gas, vegetables, and all these different resources. All the islands that have natural resources, any island on the earth that have natural resources is a part of the Caribbean islands. That's how you will know which island is not part of the Caribbean island or which part is not. Alright, so take note of that the islands that have natural resources are a part of the Caribbean islands.
Yahuwah, Elohim Most High, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who was and is to come. I've come to worship and magnify your name. I've come to worship and magnify your name. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who lived and died and rose to live again. I've come to worship and magnify. I've come to magnify your name. I've come to worship and magnify your name. Here I am, drawn by your goodness. Here I am, touched by your love. I'm here, Father, filled with your Spirit. I've come to worship, come to magnify your name. I've come to worship.
So nowhere on the earth you will find a teaching like this. Nowhere on the earth you will find any teaching of no sort like this. Like what I've teach you today. You will never find this nowhere else on the earth, because of what is exactly the influence the fallen angels have over people. That is the reason why you will never find this teaching nowhere else on the earth. But anyhow, it was a blessing being here on the live, but I just want to continue this live by playing